I'm not going to propose to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
where do you live, Henry?
Are you in Lagos?
I want
Are you in Nigeria? How will you not feel attached after sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police in the lives of the kid.
Proposing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
no.
so
Guy, never reach me will marry me.
that's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
Do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way?
Yeah,
Do you know? Do you know?
Imagine what
God has divinely made you like that.
Imagine.
Hello everyone and welcome to the lounge. My name is Margaret Osazua and by my right hand side, this is my right. I don't know, I keep doing this. By my right hand side is Samson. How are you?
I'm fine. Samuel.
Apologies. I'm thinking of Samson and Delilah. And I also have with me Muyin.
Hi.
Muyin.
How you
doing today?
Well, I'm fine.
So guys, as usual, we're disrupting these two on set today. This is the part I love the most. They are first timers on set today. So welcome to the set.
Thank you.
How are you both doing?
We are fine.
I'm okay.
You're fine?
Yes, definitely.
How's the traffic?
I really didn't have to face the traffic because I live just the Toronto.
What about you?
Lagos traffic.
Me, I'm not fine, no. I'm not fine. Went through a lot to get here today. I'm not fine. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. I have something quite interesting, quite deep for us to talk about today. So, brother impregnates his brother's wife as per request and now seeks child and wife. I need you to digest that. Of course, you know when Margaret comes on set, I always bring some very bizarre stories. But trust me, this is not an African magic series. It is real life. And let's shoot straight into the story. So, a man realizes that he cannot father a child with his wife as they've been trying, and all through intercourse, of course. And it results to begging his brother to help him out. If you ask me how they helped him out, he drugged his wife without her consent, had his brother lay with his wife. Now, of course, she gave birth. Or rather, first of all, she got pregnant. And then she told the husband, oh, the Lord has done a great thing and it is marvelous in our sight. All the intercourse that we've been having for years, finally, baby, he have come. She was happy. The husband was happy. The brother was happy. The families were happy. And now to cut to the chase. They gave birth to the child and everybody seems to say, why does this child look like your younger brother? And I'm sorry, but you can drag me later, but this thing is very, very natural to Yoruba people. They can say that, you fine, go, brother, you know, they can say that thing, and they were always saying it. And then she, you know, the wife was just like, maybe it's just a family thing, you know. And then one day, she just noticed that every time the younger brother is around her, he wants to touch her, he wants to, you know, play all this play that she does not understand. And she's like, what's wrong with you? You know, and one day the brother and his older brother had issues and they were shouting and screaming, and it's like, as the child is mine, and then she comes in like, I don't understand, which child is yours? Well, all right, you know, this is looking like a drama. And guys, that was how the family reunited, extended and immediate. They came together to deliberate this matter, and so that's why we're talking about it today. It's quite deep, it's a little bit funny, but it's very, very deep. So I want to first ask Mwenye,
Okay.
should she forgive her husband? I mean, he did it from a place of love, as he said.
Forgive, you said. Forgive is actually a very big word in this scenario. Like, why would my husband take that kind of big decision? It's a marriage, right? Like, we agreed to be together in this marriage. It was like a contract that we both signed.
Okay.
So why would you take this kind of big step? And I'm supposed to be your wife, I am not involved. I could actually sue them for rape. You raped me. My husband and my brother-in-law raped me. Cause why? Are you telling me to forgive what?
So Moyi is not gonna forgive.
Nah.
You now, you're a man. I know that you cannot do it. I'm looking at you, you're very gentle.
Why are you saying you cannot do it? This person that did it now, do you know whether you can do it or not? Wait till you get married before you know whether you can do it or not.
So do you think that she should forgive her husband?
No.
She should not forgive him.
No. Because something is even wrong. safeguard. Like you should have told her. And what even happened to surrogacy? At least you guys should have done something and the likes. It is even wrong. Like it is wrong. So our advice her to report to the police and even leave the marriage. Because for him to do something like that, he does not love her. Someone like that can kill her. Like that's just it. So
if somebody like that can kill her, I don't know if that was what was going through his mind when he started that. Remember that I said they have been together for more than 8 years, and she had probably been like pestering him like, guy, what's going on? The doctor has checked us, we are both fine. I mean, I had to start asking questions like, please, when people cannot like father children, can the doctor actually check them and know that, say that everything is okay with them, they are fine? And they're like, yes, of course, some people are fine, but maybe it's not just God's time, or it's not time, you know. And I want to imagine how long they've been married for. And we all know that in our this African country that we are,
pressure.
You know the pressure.
Yes.
You understand how the pressure can be, and I want to imagine that families have been talking for years and years. They've been having conversations back and forth, like what's going on. And so the husband just felt, he's my brother now, you know, just help me out. No, I just think that, I don't know what happened, but I think the brother became greedy. What do you think? Because on a good day, I think that when they were doing that, he did for once tell his brother like, okay, let's not do it though, it's wrong. He did it. You agree, there was an agreement. Do you understand? So how come after tasting the forbidden fruit, you now decided that that's what you want to be eating for the rest of your life?
After Adam tasted the forbidden fruit, didn't he continue eating the fruit? Is that not why we are here?
And although, like to me, Charlie, let me just say, the Yorubas will say, once they bear is always they bear, and that's Okafor's law. Since you've tasted that stuff and not, it is sweet. You used to say if you want to be going back,
and you want to be enjoying his brother's wife.
Though the guy is just greedy. The both of them are even criminals. To be honest, they are two criminals.
Police like supposed to carry everybody in that scenario. Because why? What?
No, I'm just feeling for the child in question now. Like, the child is going to grow up having two fathers. I had this conversation at the office, and I just threw it out, and then one of my colleagues just said something very crazy, and we just burst out laughing. She was like, no, they should come together as a family and live together. At least this brother-in-law and brother is same blood. You put just come together. Why I'll call you stepdad. This is the way that we are still family members. But none of us just burst out laughing. But really, I feel for the woman because I'm not sure it was something she planned for, or she signed up for. She loved the man per se, and I mean, she was happy. She was excited when she found out that she was pregnant. I can imagine how long she had been waiting for, for a child, and she got pregnant, and she felt like every other woman would feel. It's not like I sleep around, so of course it's my husband. And then she now realizes that
it's not your
husband, and the family members are like, Dariji, forgive him. But literally, let's think about it. What do you expect family members to say? Do you expect them to say, put them in jail?
What family exactly? The bride's family or the groom's family?
Of course, the bride's family. You know that those sons, they will put him in jail. They will want to even kill him. Now I'm talking about the husband's family. Most of the time, you see that even when such a thing happens in the man's family and the wife is not in the know, they will beg the wife, forgive him, have mercy on him. He's a man. He can cheat. But in this case, I'm not talking about cheating.
This is actually a case of abomination. This is family. Both of you are already family, like the husband and the wife, they are family. And automatically they become family of the younger brother as well. So it's like brothers and sisters actually having intercourse, which is forbidden.
With one.
Now, you're not even supposed, I think from my own perspective, probably they should just dissolve the marriage. Because right now, there is a child that is brought into this whole mess.
Therapy can even help, counseling.
It's not going to help the woman. It's not going to help the woman. I've only seen this in Yoruba movies. I can't still wrap my head around the fact that it is really happening.
Yes, it happens.
How would a man that claims to love his wife do such thing to his woman? Now, I'm trying to imagine how the woman would be, like her mental state, like the state of her mind right now, waking up to see that child. She might end up hating that child.
Well, she had gotten fond of the child, that they actually have this communication, and the wife does not mind. As far as we sign an agreement, there's a contract. You don't come and say it's your child or anything. But in this case, it just felt like, let me just give this woman what she has always wanted. But look at how it landed on him. In fact, he went face down because he came to a greedy position. The brother is greedy. Now the brother has tasted the forbidden fruit, like I said, and he does not want to leave the fruit. But the fruit is not his.
There was no written agreement.
There was no written agreement. It was like a conversation between two brothers. No, you can call it a mistake. We can call it a mistake. But I want to tell you that it actually happens when people have these conversations. Friends do it. But we know that they are friends.
Exactly.
Friends do it. They have like crazy conversations. I mean, I went to the university. I know when two guys will come together and be like, you first go, let's whether that baby.
Yeah, exactly.
When you go, me too. I will try. They have this kind of conversation. So I'm imagining that maybe the younger brother has been saying his brother's state or what's going on with you. This is what's happened. Okay, you don't want to tell a stranger to do it. Let me Coco help you.
But to be honest, it's just foolishness. To be honest, like yes, it is just foolishness. You shouldn't have done that at all. Like it is more, what happened to adopting children from orphanage home? Yeah. Just go there, pick a child. Then I think you have to sign up. So then
Or even going to a sperm bank. What happened to that?
There's even surrogacy now.
Yes,
there are a lot of options. And again, wait first. Why is the younger brother not married? And why is he not planning to go and marry his own wife?
I don't know.
Ojukoko is in that bus. His season is high, so Ojukoko is in his
now the guy it's not his fault too. When they say come and do free this thing, then
you don't need to pay. You don't need to pay bride price. You don't need to have a wedding ceremony. Wow!
Just don't eat the forbidden for free of charge. You will not even stress. She will not hold your neck. She will not strangle you. She will not shout on me like this. Oh yeah, quick.
So he decided to move further. Let me just marry the wife since she's already.
Let me just have her. I mean, there was a particular topic we discussed on the lounge that also had like this same, where the nephew thought he was helping his uncle. Now the uncle raised him, and the nephew thought he was helping his uncle out by sleeping with his uncle's wife because his uncle had prostate cancer.
Oh.
He didn't tell his uncle. But he had been sleeping with his uncle's wife. The uncle's wife now got pregnant and had twins.
Wow.
That one even moved in.
Big win.
Maybe this one, the woman is even flabbergasted. That one even moved in with him. You can imagine. That one even moved in with him. And the nephew, felt that the uncle should accept it. At least it was helping him. That in fact, as the uncle is dying, he should give him small money so that he can raise the kids. Like those kids are practically his step kids. There's madness. No, truly, there's craziness in the land.
Really, that's the word. That's the word. There's craziness in the land.
People are losing their minds.
It's the entitlement for me. Like, you did something that was wrong. It is wrong. What is wrong is wrong.
You shouldn't apologize.
And you're not even ready to own up to your mistake and say, okay, I'm sorry. And now you people are just standing on the right that at least I did you a favor.
Because he felt it was
it was just foolish.
The brother too. Now this particular brother in question felt he has helped him. He's a helper. The Bible says that we are the helpmates, but this one has told himself that he's the helper, he's not a provider. He's a helper. So he has helped his brother, and he feels that, okay, now that I've helped you, and you cannot even have a child like it's like he has concluded in his mind that his brother cannot have a child. So let me continue to help you. Let me tell you the crazy part of this entire thing is the fact that the person I blame in all of this is not even the two brothers, it's the woman. They've messed up with her mind. Like how you standing up and saying, oh, my husband, and she's happy celebrating the child that she feels that she has been praying for.
Imagine the naming ceremony, having to brag with her friends, all of those things.
And the audacity of the younger brother that maybe greet her, mommy, good afternoon, ma. It's not doing hello, baby.
What's up?
What's up? Share one more. The whole thing would just, and then she didn't even understand. It was like she was the only one not in the know. Family, of course, they will not even.
They did that dirty.
They did that dirty.
Real time.
She was the only one not in the know, and every time the brother will be doing that, she'll be telling the husband like, "Put your brother on a leash now, or he should not be coming to this house again. He's so fond of the child. He's always carrying the child. He's always wanting to come close to me. Like this kind of relationship, me, I don't like it. To caution your brother, and the whole thing just caused an uproar in the house, and they started going back and forth, and the brother is like, "But I'm the one that owns the child."
But the other brother should have known the character of the younger one to say really that, okay, maybe...
Sometimes people can be very deceptive. We need to accept it. This is his younger brother we're talking about. He would not have known that his brother would do him dirty like that.
Or probably he has friends that he has even told that, okay, so is happening. And now we tell him that, Alpha, collect your child and the likes.
Choose your friends wisely.
Friends.
Even if he says he wants to pick his child.
They do a lot too.
If he wants to pick his child, it's fine. Why do you want the woman?
He's in love.
The woman is not you. What kind of love?
Yeah, love.
What love? If you want to pick child, okay, no problem. I'm sure the woman will be ready to give away the child since it's his child.
His break and lays that sound love is wicked. Do you know why? Love is wicked. You know, he did not even consider his brother at the time. He just thought about the pleasure that he got, which is actually crazy. How can you drug a woman and you enjoy that? But
yeah, that's another thing.
Story. Let's just do that one first. While I give you guys the phone lines, I need you guys to call us in. Brother impregnates his brother's wife on request. Now seeks child and wife. 091-337-34592. I would like to hear from you. 091-337-34592. If you were the wife, what would you do? Would you immediately arrest them? Go everybody. Or you will forgive your husband based on the fact that he says that it was out of love, he didn't plan to humiliate you and all of that too. The husband says he did not plan to humiliate his wife, it was love.
No.
Love
I
indeed.
think it was love.
Love
No,
indeed.
it's not love now. At least he should use his brain.
Well, it cannot happen.
No, but what do people really think? Sometimes I just sit down and imagine what goes on in the minds of people. Like, how do you sit down and come up with these weird things?
I could have imagined that he had conversations with his friends. First of all, I mean, I don't want to believe that it was just his brother he first had that conversation with. Maybe he had a conversation with his friends. That's why we always say, choose your friends wisely. He has probably had a conversation with his friends and they're like, if you cannot stand another man, should be your brother. Is it people like if you go through people's minds? I see a lot of things on the internet. I apologize. I see a lot of things on the internet, and when I read it, I'm like, Abi is cruel. Abi is normal. Anyhow, how does your mind process such things? Do you understand? So a lot of things happen, and whether or not we like to say this is bizarre, this is preposterous, what is this that's happened to somebody, and the woman is in a messy state now because whether or not she even sends all of them to jail, it's a traumatic experience.
Like,
it's not something she will forget in a hurry.
For the rest of her life.
Yes, she's not going to forget in a hurry. Your younger brother slept with, like, it's crazy. Hey, God, I'm going too far.
And this case, if it was a woman that was in a guy position, like people will even batch
the family
herself, like they will humiliate her, post a picture on social media. This woman did this woman did that, but because it is a guy in this context now, they have to say they should just say.
Now I have problem with the family that would even have the boldness to tell the woman to please Dari Jomo. What? Hey, God.
No, but really, what would you expect the family to say?
No, you should be able to discipline your sons. Like, you didn't train them well. If you had trained them well, they would not think of this thing. Their mind would not be this dirty.
And first of all,
no,
the parents train them. The parents train them.
It's not about the training now.
Probably
the man was desperate.
Yes, I think he was desperate
for a child. Then crazy thoughts.
Regardless, they should discipline their children.
Okay, fine. Okay, you said they should discipline.
Yes.
If they're not disciplining, what's the next step from the discipline?
She moves on with her life. Go and marry another person. Go and start again.
This is not that result in marriage.
How would she continue with that kind of marriage? How would you continue with that kind of marriage?
No, I cannot.
See.
Because it's not gonna be funny. We're not gonna even be talking about it on the line. You're gonna be hearing my repercussion. What I did after.
It will not even see you. We just see the divorce paper.
You will be saying it like this.
My lawyer will speak to you. That's what you just said. My lawyer will speak to you.
Small thing compared to the thing that I will do to you. I'm telling you.
What would you do?
My brother,
seriously, when it gets to that point with a woman, you don't dare what they do because are you trying to make a fun of me? Are you trying to make a joke of like my whole life? Am I a play to you? You did this
because I mean this is a woman that has vowed for better or worse till death do us part, and she never really overly stressed you about wanting the child, only that yes she wanted the child. And we understand how it can be for women. You get to a certain age, menopause kicks in, and they're like, oh, I want to have a child quickly before all of that. And she just obviously will have a conversation with her husband. What's happening? Let's go to the hospital. And maybe they had gone to the hospital so many times. The doctor has said, oh, he's fine, everything is okay. And she just said, okay, God's time is the best. And then it happened. Exactly, and it happened. It's like you slept and woke up. That's how it happened now. So she just felt that maybe she was so tired she slept off. I'm trying to process her mind right now, even though I was not there. I'm trying to process her mind, and she just felt that God has done it. How would she even start thinking that the husband will have such thoughts? But as you said, I think there was a desperate man. He really wanted the woman to have what she had always wanted, only that he went through the wrongest of route. Now that the brother is asking, now let's come to the greedy brother. Now that he's saying that he wants the child, do you think they should give up the child?
We suppose knock the guys.
After knocking the guy, I think they should just give him the child because it's not going to stop. It would not stop. Everything justifies that he is the father of the child. If you take it to court tomorrow, he is the father of the child. Yes, now he's the father of the child. He did it.
Like you can't even hand over such child to a criminal.
It's not, no, don't call him a criminal. The husband was the one that exactly.
He was
trying to help, like she said.
To
there was a conspiracy.
That's just it. So the both of them should be in prison by now.
But if he decides to take the child, I think they should give him the child and let the couple have peace of mind. Then wait for God to do it for them.
Lady, to be tough. It's gonna be very tough because I mean, the woman had gotten fond of the child, like I said. She has become fond of the child, same as her husband. They have become so fond of the child.
How old is the child? Do you know?
No, I don't know. Everybody loves the child. Do you understand? They both love the child. Like, this is God sent. And then you just come and say you want it. It's going to be very difficult for her to give up the child. And the brother now has lost his mind. He's telling her how much he loves her and what he wants. Honestly, they're supposed to beat that boy up. I don't know. See, maybe bring him back to his senses because obviously he has lost his mind just because he ate the forbidden.
The thing annoying me most in all of this conversation is the fact that he's saying he loves the wife. See, please remove her out of the picture. Why do you love me? If not that you are something like, if not that crazy. A boat has loose from your head. Why are you telling me you love me? Where did the love come from?
You have to first understand that I'm seeing so many sides to this. And the first side to it is that he has always liked his brother's wife. He has always eyed her. Now, a sane person, if you bring such a conversation to a sane person, I don't think he's sane, will say no. It's a taboo. It's an abomination. A warning. But he accepted. So it brings me to two things. It's either right from time he has always had eyes for his brother's wife. And so when the brother just put that on his lap, was like,
opportunity.
It's time it's time. You know, and he took it and decided to go further. Thinking that, okay, because I've done it, she's supposed to have some sort of affection.
But she did not know. How did you expect her to have affection? You raped her. She was sleeping when you did it.
Let me ask the agenda.
Okay, yeah.
Which
one is that on the show? Please represent your.
Help me out. How do people have such affections like that? Like, explain this affection that people have for such things. I don't understand it. What goes on in your mind? What goes on in a man's mind when you have affection for someone that does not have affection for you? Like in this case, not that she was drugged, but he had intercourse with her. And literally enjoyed it, which I still don't understand how, but he enjoyed it, and then started having feelings towards her. Tell me, how does this thing work? Is it normal? Is it like a normal thing? Because is it that when two bodies meet,
all right. In this case, to me, we actually different. Like there are some guys that they get attracted to anything. Like someone like me, I have my taste now. Like if I see this type of girl, okay, and some type of girls are like, no. It's not even to disrespect them, but that's me. But there are some that anything on skates, they just and the likes, and it probably during the first, like the intercourse, right, when they had intercourse and saw that the lady is sweet and the likes, and to me, I still think he told some friends, and those ones told him that this guy, why not continue with this stuff and the likes, because the guy, since he agreed to do it at first, I think he did it out of love for his brother, and he was foolish too, but he did it out of love for his brother. But when probably he told some friends that something they saw, something, and they told him that this stuff, why you know if you run the woman and make una just the do am like that and the likes. And I'm sure that
just is a home that is broken. I don't even know how they are going to mend it. How do you suggest if they are going to mend that? Or do you think that there's any case here? Can they mend it? Is there like a small silver line that they can even mend it?
No, that home is broken. It is broken. That simple mistake, that small mistake, that tiny.
It's not tiny. It's a big mistake.
No, let's just say it was a tiny mistake. Okay. You know, probably the devil just dropped that small thought in his mind. They decided to build it to that point. Let's just say that tiny mistake.
Now you want to do it. Now you want to do it.
Boring carry on.
It has scattered the marriage of how many years now? Maybe about 8 years.
Wow.
Now gone down the drain, because if those two continue to live together as husband and wife, they cannot actually help that child. They would never find love anymore. It would just be two people just cohabiting. The home would be hotter than hellfire.
But the woman would love the child though. I don't know. I think there's a
she would love the child. Is it that she moves out of the house?
She carried that child for 9 months. It's going to be impossible for her to just.
But do you know that sometimes she's going to stay at the child, and she'll be like,
I agree that's
what I said earlier.
It's difficult for her to leave that child.
Have you seen mothers that kill their children?
We still heard of one.
Exactly. If care is not taken, if she doesn't take therapy and all of that, she could get to that point whereby she will see that child and she will just hate the child.
Exactly.
Like, the thought of the child alone is annoying her. And if care is not taken, she could do anything harmful to that child. So it's either the child is taken away from her, or she and the child move away from those two people. Like totally, just go and start your life again.
Just disappear.
All right. To me, self, I actually feel if the guy was desperate for a child, he should have gone for one girl outside. At least impregnating a girl outside is even better.
You may not want to hurt the woman.
He cannot impregnate girl outside because he cannot.
He cannot. So now the problem is with him, not even the woman.
He cannot.
Yes.
He can't. You know. But she just felt that God has done it because there are miracles. And I don't fault miracles. They are miracles. God can do wonders. And she just felt that it had happened. God had finally looked down on them, and it had happened that, you know, she had taken in. She would never have imagined that it was her husband's brother that did all of that. And like you said, maybe I'm going to go to your side a little when you said you talk to friends, because I don't believe that people take decisions without talking to 1 or 2 persons.
Exactly.
You know, nobody takes a decision by themselves and they just take it. I think that there's always. That's why I still say surround yourself with friends that
love. Very
important. If you are watching this show, surround your friends with that have sense. It's very important.
Even you too, you should have. Because if you don't have the sense to it,
at least if you don't even have it, and those friends have it, they can bring you down and you will hear. But if you don't now have, and those two do not have, it's a very wrong
problem. Let's talk about men that don't talk about their problems. Now, this is a big issue. Like probably you and your wife have been going for checkups and all of that, and you have discovered that the problem is not with her, it is with you.
Most men don't even have that conversation.
Why don't they have that conversation? That is why, like, let's talk about it. Why don't they like talking about issues that pertain to them? They want women to open up. Oh, this is what's wrong with me. This is all the thing I've done. But why don't you talk?
Whether it's being infertile, or them losing their jobs and not making ends meet, or they are going through a traumatic experience. Some men I don't know what it is, but I just think that they don't like being vulnerable because they believe that when they are vulnerable to their wives, they tend to take them for granted.
No, it's not about that. It's about the society. That's a narrative created about men. They'll be like, men don't cry, men don't mourn. Men is supposed to be strong and the like. So when they start sharing problem, this so is happening to me. Your wife will tell her friends that my husband, something's happening to him and the like. So some men don't just like it. They ought to just fight the battle themselves. That's why they're called men.
You cannot fight your demons by yourself. I mean, that's why you are a couple.
Exactly.
I don't know, if you're not ready to have those kind of deep conversations with your husband as a woman, you have no business getting married. And if you as a husband are not ready to have such discussions with your wife, you have no business getting married. Just stay at home with your parents, because I will never understand why you cannot communicate with each other. I will never get it. See, if push comes to shove, they will ask the man, did you tell her? Did you get her consent? It's one thing for you to get her consent and she says she's fine with it. It's a family member. It's another thing for you not to get her consent. And now back to what Moya said. It's funny how whether it's a narrative from society or not a narrative from society, we have seen it play in where men keep to themselves and they would rather have that conversation with their friend, their guy. Than their wife. I've heard a married man say before that he would rather borrow money from all his friends around than collect from his wife, even if the wife has.
Go now.
Why don't you just collect from her and then give her back her money? Because women can be like that. My money is my money.
That's the class.
My money is my money. You give me back my money. You understand? I understand. But why would you rather speak to a total stranger and not your spouse? You said it's a societal narrative. Sometimes I think it's ego. I don't know what it's
actually ego.
It's ego. I mean, man, why should I be telling you? Because they will want you to be vulnerable with them. No, tell me, men want like women that are vulnerable with them. Imagine if you're dating somebody now, and then even if she's traumatized or anything like that, she's just like, yeah, I'm fine. She's laughing, and maybe you get to hear it from outside. How would you feel?
Mad,
yeah. Exactly. That is how we feel too.
Exactly how the woman will also feel when you're going through something. This man was probably going through like a really tough time, knowing fully well that this thing was not going to happen. He should have just had a conversation with
you shouldn't let it get this far. It's as simple as, oh babe, this is what is going on. I know that we have been waiting for so long. Why don't you what do you think we could do? Should we do it do this? Just they go to an agreement.
And again, there is something that we are shying away from. Family pressure. African family pressure. Yes, and they'll be like, yeah, why aren't you guys conceived? Blah 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 blah. And the pressure will even be on the woman, because it is this South African.
Yeah, that is always the woman that is
always the woman that is problem. Yeah. And the man, you will not want to tell them that it is him that is
the problem.
That's the problem, and the like. So and the guy just wanted to save the girl from those stress and the likes, but he did it the wrong way, actually. So that's just
African people needs to calm down, especially people that ask married women in 1 year, 2 years of marriage. They're already asking you, kilo wa shele ba igba like, mind your business. You do not need to know people's personal lives.
Gone. When they get married in a year, they'll be going to their comment
section. You see the comment section.
I find that act very, very
giving birth, and it's actually nonsense.
And it's rubbish. I've gone through. There was a particular celebrity. I'm not going to call her name. You know, I went through her posts. Like, she posted something really nice, and most times comment section is you know, sometimes you see things and you're like,
it's always interesting than the
comment section.
And then I go there and I'm like, it's pregnant. I'm like, I won't. I think it's easy.
Like, why do you just come on there to look at people's womb? They got married. It's their decision whether to have a child now. Oh no! At this guy I'm looking at, they are wearing like there is something inside. Don't mind your business.
And I can imagine that was the kind of pressure that the wife was getting from maybe friends, families. She must have even taken a lot of things, because in this same Nigeria that we are, this African culture, they would have dashed that woman concussion and she would have drank herbal mixture, and they arrest on the street. Come and buy your herbal mixture. It cured the disease. It cured the disease. They will give her a big bottle. You know, I've seen all these things. I watch it in movies, but I've seen it before. No, something's wrong with you now. My daughter, 2 years. Why are you eating? Take concussion.
Just 2 years.
Just take concussion. And you know, you've put her under so much pressure. And the husband is not even telling her that it's me. I just think that if you had said, see, let me tell you something. For you want to even stay with you for 8 years, and she has not conceived, and doctor keeps telling both of you that you're fine, and she still stay. She's not even giving you hell. She loves you.
Exactly.
She loves you. So why didn't you even look at that and then have a conversation with her, like, okay, baby, it's me, I'm the issue. And you see this kind of thing, when they know, they will always want the wife to be outside while they have the conversation with the doctor. And of course, doctor-patient confidentiality, doctor will not tell
the wife.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So she will just be thinking that, okay, I'm the problem, until this kind of thing now happens. Because this is a very messy situation, and I don't even know how he's going to come out of it, because even if he begs from today to tomorrow, I don't even know how will she even forgive you. Where does she want to start from?
No. And to be honest, I have this question: is it possible for a couple to live for 30 years without conceiving?
Yes, I've seen it happen. Yes, I've seen a couple of 50 years getting their first child at 50 years anniversary. Yes,
even twins safe.
Yes, it happens.
Like they should have waited for some years now. Like probably five years more.
The way people take all of this pressure is different.
Yeah.
The woman must have been facing pressure from the family, like you said already, and the man is like, I need to do something about it. Even my friends say, this person is married and he has given birth. I need to have my own child. So that pressure is there, and they cannot wait. At least there's God's time. Even if you cannot wait for God's time, there is the option of you know that slogan. You can adopt a child, and when the child comes, probably God will use that child to bring your own. That is it. But baby, I don't know, are they educated? Because if you're educated with all of this happening on social media, like technology and all of that, surrogate, you should know that.
Not even get a surrogate because he is safe, you know.
He's not.
What about the option of adoption?
That was one thing I thought about, and also a sperm bank. I think we have that.
Yes, we do.
The people will not even know that it's their own that carry.
But did you not such decision before you can take it? You have to involve the family, and most African family they will not agree.
What for your family? No.
Like your parents now.
No, you do not have to. This is your own new family. This me and you are married. This is our family. It's not their family.
Yeah, I don't think that you need to involve extended family. Sometimes it's funny how. When I watch people that have been married 30, 50 years and they talk about certain things and you're like, this happened, it did, it's because it's between husband and wife. Okay. See, it takes two mature people to get married. I just believe that sometimes people still think like babies. If you know that you're not ready to become a man, because in marriage there's a lot of things that comes with marriage. You will be patient, you'll be compassionate, you will come to a compromise. A lot of things happen. Do you understand? If you're not ready to be married, don't get married, because marriage comes with a whole lot of baggage. It comes with a whole lot of, so you don't want to involve extended family. When you involve them in this one, you will involve them in the next thing, you involve them in the next thing, and then they'll have to start taking decisions in your home. No, you're the husband, you're the head of the family for a reason. Have conversations, and if you have conversations, your wife is not budging towards it, then you wait. You chill until she budges with you, like she budges towards what you're saying, like she's feeling like, okay, yes, it's time. We cannot continue like this. I know of couples that the children that they have now, it's not like it's the wife that carried the child. It's the same issue. Okay. But they have like 3 adopted children. And they love them.
And nobody would even know.
They're very tight. They're very close. You will never know. Because they get like children that are almost that are very small, like babies that look like them. There's a way they do it. I don't even know how they come about. But except they tell you, you cannot know. And I only knew this now that these children are grown. Do you understand? So there are couples like that have those kind of conversations. So I don't think that he had any reason for him to do what he did. All
right. As regards your last point, I'm not really fine with it to be honest. Because if you want to adopt a child, probably you guys are having issues with child bearing and the likes. At least involve your parents. Like to be honest, cause
before you adopt.
Yes, cause I can't have a child now, and I'm aware that you guys are having this problem. Then all of a sudden you brought child to me. Grandpa, look at your grandkids. No, now I have to know that okay, you adopted them because you're having this issue. Yes, I have to be aware. This is not about the family controlling you or having a say over the family, but it's just informing them.
But along the line, the family will still know. But before, along the line, the family will still know. But before, when they want to take that decision, they will probably not even let the family know. Because there are 2 things involved. The husband wants to protect his wife, and the wife wants to protect her husband.
That's my point. There are some families that, if they know, is another problem. They are going to treat that child as a stranger.
As an outsider.
No.
You can speak for yourself.
Very innocent man.
No,
speak for yourself,
very
please.
Innocent. I like you. Oh, you're very, very innocent. Such a good spirited human being.
You've not seen some family.
Are you in Africa, man?
You've not met some people that came from some kind of family, and you're like.
I mean, we could go on and on with this conversation, Moi. I don't think it will end. In fact, we might take this to 7. I don't think we will end this conversation if we continue like this. But as we quickly wrap up the show, so you don't think the woman should forgive her husband? You think she should just dissolve the marriage?
Forgive care.
She should dissolve.
Dissolve everything. Dissolve
everything. Dissolve it. What about you, Moi?
I stand with you. Dissolve and move away. Like move away from those 2. Move away from the family. Just go and start your life all over again. And she should please go visit a therapist. Let them just help her because she's not in the right frame of mind right now.
I agree with you, Moi. I think that she should actually see a therapist. I mean, she needs it.
And when she's leaving, she should live with the child. Very, very, very
it depends.
She should live with the child.
Whether or not they release the child to her, she should leave.
She should leave the child.
Okay, it's fine.
She should live with the child,
it's fine. I see that the matter.
Yoruba
is shaking somehow. Kalara.
I'm
trying. Thank you very much. So we are about to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for watching us on Facebook, X, Twitter, and YouTube. My name is Margaret Usazuwa, and it's been a pleasure having Samuel and Moi on set with me today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
And my own take, dissolve everything.
Format everything.
Just end it.
Let's scatter everything. Everything scatter.
It can't work. And with that, we say thank you so much for joining us today. Till next time, same time. Bye for now.
I'm not going to propose to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
When do you leave Henry?
Are you in Lagos?
I want to
Are you in
get
Nigeria?
married.
How will you not feel
Just like
attached
a
after
must.
sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police
Okay.
in the lives of their kids.
Proposing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
no.
so
Guy, never reach me will marry me.
That's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental.